In the case of Simon Ekpa, his arrest is overdue. In fact, I had even well, this is classified. I had actually even encouraged that he should be shot because he was killing his fellow.
You can't shoot someone without trying, and you're a lawyer.
No, you can't. You can't. If
yeah, well, you'd be liable if you did.
No, if the person is an enemy combatant, it's liable to be shot. I know the law.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is that you're advocating for him to be shot. But you have to have incontrovertible evidence. He's alleged to have done things.
Yes, no problem. But this is just intelligence stuff. It's just a crazy, poorly educated young man. If that's in that case, I am in full support of his arrest.
All right, depending on your time zone and your location. From the mouth of this person that they were actually interviewing at this video, like he made it very clear in this interview that is ongoing now in Playroom from beginning. I will still play you guys a video to watch. That Mazi Simon Ekpa's arrest has been overdue, and that Mazi Simon Ekpa should be shot. Like even the presenter of this interview here, the person named me at the interview was telling him no, it's not done like that. That the person must go through legal process, which is the law, charged to court before anything. But according to the man, that he should be shot instant. That like shot. So is this one of the reasons why Hajine pushy for his arrest, Hajine pushy for his repatriation, Hajine pushy for him to be brought back to Nigeria at all costs by all means? Like, is this one of the reasons? Like, Obuna has succeeded, he bring back Mazi Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria for trial. Trialing Kid a different trial altogether. Because unlike the case of Mazi Namdekan, the way he was even brought back to Nigeria is illegal. Even the Nigerian courts know that they have said he should be released and acquitted. But in the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa, you know, if this man could ever, you know that now they were prepared. Like this, like would somebody just come out and say this person should be shot on a TV program like this, open, without any trial, without any legal process? Like, oh, so if I be one of the reasons why even the Army Chief General Christopher Musa a particular video. Look at this video first before I continue what I want to say.
We have repeatedly complained about the issue of Simon Ekpa. He is in Finland. The Finnish government are giving him all the support, and he's doing what he's doing. Comments he's making. People are being killed, and nothing is being done. And this is democracy. If European Union is the one supporting democracy, and this is happening, and they're not taking action, then they don't mean well for Nigeria. We have said that in clear terms. We need to diplomatically find means of getting him out of whatever it is that he's doing. He must be arrested, he must be prosecuted. Look at it from the other way. Assuming he is in Nigeria and he's doing that to the Finnish government, you think the European Union will allow that happen? They definitely will not. So why are they allowing him to do what he's doing? And people like him that are doing such things. Trailing the funds is very critical. I know a lot of the First Central Bank, the NFIU, are doing a lot in tracking down how the funds flow. And this is part of what we call the oxygen of terrorism. It's logistic, leadership, and funding. Your ability to be able to tackle those things and trail them and deny them the ability to operate will kill terrorism with good governance.
All right. So Una Nugonia from the Army Chief of Staff. So Mazi Simon Ekpa was actually brought back to Nigeria. His own trial a very tougher one than that of Mazi Namdekan ongoing right now in the court. You can imagine all the adjournments, all the evidences, all the witnesses, all the people that are coming. In case Mazi Simon Ekpa Garibu times 2 or times 10 of what is happening to Mazi Namdekan. Because from this, what this presenter said in this video, the height of conclusion had drawn that if this guy comes back here, hey, I'll leave you guys to watch the rest of the video. Then I'm going to watch to see the video. There's one other video that like you're going to watch. I'll play you guys the video to watch from beginning to the end. After watching the video, you drop on your own opinion in the comment box and make sure you share the video. Can does always while waiting on more details about the ongoing trial of Mazi Simon Ekpa in the Pajarami court in Lahti, Finland. More details of it will also come out as the court case has been selected. Is it 11th or 15th? 11th or 15th? Because according to some updates on social media, that he was even in court on 5th of June. That was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So the next court date is that 11 or 15. I don't know, but any update that is coming from that trial, I will still come to drop you guys more updates about that. So meanwhile, watch on this other video, share the video, and make sure you drop your opinions on the comment box. See you guys in my next video.
In the case of Simon Ekpa, his arrest is overdue. In fact, I And even well, this is classified. And actually even encouraged that he should be shot because he was killing his fellow.
You can't shoot someone without trying, and you're a lawyer.
No, you can't. You can't. If
yeah, well, you'd be liable if you did.
No, if the person is an enemy combatant, is liable to be shot. I know the law.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is that you're advocating for him to be shot. But you have to have incontrovertible evidence. He's alleged to have done things.
Yes, no problem. But this is just intelligence stuff. It's just a crazy, poorly educated young man. If that's in that case, I am in full support of his arrest.
Today being the 5th of June of 2025, a lot of groundbreaking event has played out in the country of Finland, together with the country or the movement of the USB. And in this video, we shall be covering and discussing every single thing that has happened in the USB movement. Yes, and in this video update, we shall be discussing and critically analyzing every single thing that has happened in the USB. First thing first, today being the 5th of June of 2025, there was no court hearing and there was no trial on the case of Mr. Simon. Yes, so tomorrow being the 6th of June of 2025, the trial of Mr. Simon will continue in essence. But then, even without the trial in the Pajahami District Court, a lot of interesting event has unfolded, because as we speak, Mr. Simon probably has done something that will surprise and definitely shake the whole wide world. So the question here is, what has Mr. Simon pulled off from Kilamakoski Correctional Center? Well, just in case you don't know, on the 3rd of June of 2025, we received a publication coming from the Daily Post that made a very, very interesting and at the same time a rather very, very surprising update. So the question here is, what is this update coming from the Daily Post? Well, take a look at this publication showing right now on your screen, where it states Simon sues Ngozi Orabueze in Washington over the IPOB members database. And just in case you don't understand what is currently going on here, Simon, who happens to be the Prime Minister of the USB movement, has sued his deputy prime minister in the person of Ngozi Orabueze. So the question here is, why did Simon sue a member of his cabinet? Well, for a better understanding and for an illustrative clarity, take a look at this publication coming from the People's Gazette, also known as PG. It states, Simon sues Ngozi Orabueze in Washington, D.C., claim she stole database of the IPOB members across Europe and USA. The People's Gazette also claimed that Ngozi Orabueze used the database of the IPOB for her own malicious purposes. Yes, so they're claiming that Ngozi Orabueze stole the database of the IPOB, database which contains addresses, phone numbers, email address, and account details attached to individuals of the IPOB. They claim that she's using this database and this user data for her own malicious purposes. So now, what's the nature of the lawsuit? Because as claimed by Daily Post and the People's Gazette, they claim that Mr. Simon has filed a lawsuit against Ngozi Orabueze. So the question here is, what's the nature of this lawsuit? We'll take a look at this publication or article coming from a reliable source in Finland. It states, Simon alleges that Orabueze engaged in misconduct by taking control of the database, which is crucial for the operations of the IPOB movement. He is seeking financial penalties and coverage for attorney's fees and other costs incurred during the legal proceedings. Context: this legal action highlights ongoing tensions within the IPOB leadership, particularly regarding the management and direction of the movement. On the other hand, Ngozi Orabueze, a couple of days back, came out to make a very, very interesting statement. She posted a statement or an article on our official Twitter or X page to give more clarity and to give more light about this ongoing case between herself and Mr. Simon. Take a look at this publication coming from the DPM, Ngozi Orabueze, where she stated that the Nigerian government and their agents in the BRGI are restless, using the name of our Prime Minister to promote their evil agenda. They have failed woefully. The USB government will show Armand Dabiri, Elias, and Oge Nkere that we are made of Steiner stuff. This exposes those fighting the actualization of the sovereign state of the USB and our Prime Minister in the person of Simon. Dear USB citizens, be not moved. the battle is won. She also went a step further to highlight or to pinpoint the publication or news coming from the Daily Post, Nigeria. Yes, when you look at this publication critically, you'll notice that Ngozi Arabueze made mention of some names. She called out Armand Dabiri, she called out Elias and Oge Nkiri. And just in case you don't know who Armand Dabiri is, he happens to be the lawyer appointed by Simon to represent the USB in International Front House. And now, the DPM, Ngozi Arabueze, claims that Armand Dabiri is currently working with the Nigerian government. Wow, this is a very, very strong claims and allegations coming from this lady. Anyways, moving on swiftly, we also have a massive and a very, very surprising news of the USB that will definitely surprise the whole wide world. As we speak, the constitution of the USB, that is to say, the constitution book of the USB, is now available for purchase, and this book is now available on Amazon, a US-owned e-commerce website. Yes, just in case you don't believe me, showing right now on your screen, it's a screenshot coming from Amazon.com, where we can clearly see that the constitution of the USB is now available for purchase, and this is a great feat. This simply shows that the USA are gradually, step by step, accepting and implementing materials and institutions of the USB movement. Yes. At the same time, Ngozi Arabueze came out to make a statement regarding the availability of the USB Constitution on Amazon. Showing right now on your screen is a statement where she claimed that breaking, yes, the official constitution of the USB is on Amazon. The world has recognized the constitution of the USB as a sovereign state headed by Prime Minister Simon and the leader Kanu. Click on the link and obtain your copies and study it, as the USB citizen starts going home to build one of the best countries in the world based on the contents of this constitution. This is a massive one, and this is a breaking news coming out from the movement. And that is not even all. The moment Amazon recognized the USB constitution and adopted it into their website, something interesting was playing on or happened behind the scenes. Take a look and pay attention to this video showing right now on your screen. From the very first glance, you would think this is just a construction project that has been completed and needed some form of inauguration, but no, this particular video and building showing right now on your screen happens to be the official embassy of the USB movement. Yes, this is a newly inaugurated embassy for the USB, which was approved by the US government. Well, just in case you don't believe me, take a look at this tweet coming from the official government page, where it states, official grand opening and cutting of ribbon of the USB Embassy, Washington, D.C. by the Deputy Prime Minister Ngozi Arabueze, her Chief Foreign Advisor Honorable Ada Eze, and other Biafran officials and delegates. So as you can see, as of the 1st of June of 2025, the USB now have an official and inaugurated embassy domiciled in Washington, D.C. And interestingly, this embassy is located a couple of minutes drive away from the White House. This is a massive one, and this is a fundamental feat that has been achieved by the officers and officials of the USB movement. Well, let's take a look at our last news for this video briefing. We all know that the court did not sit today being the 5th of June of 2025. There was no court hearing for Simon's case. But then, something interesting has happened, even though there was no court trial or hearing. Some group of lawyers came out to make a full clarity regarding Simon's trial in the Paijahame District Court. Yes, just in case you don't know, if by peradventure Simon is found guilty of the charges leveled on him, he is going to serve at least 6 years imprisonment. Yes, just in case you don't understand, 6 years is the time frame or the sentencing that will be leveled on Simon if he is found guilty. But then some group of lawyers came out to give full clarity yesterday, and they were like, see, even though Simon is pleading guilty, yes, even though he's pleading guilty to all of the charges leveled on him, if he's found guilty by peradventure, he's going to serve 6 years and 6 years only. Well, for better clarity, take a look at this publication showing right now on your screen. It states, in Finland, if a suspect pleads not guilty in court but is ultimately found guilty, the sentencing process follows specific guidelines. Here is what typically happens. 1. Sentencing guidelines. The court will determine the sentence based on the severity of the crime, regardless of the plea. Finnish law does not automatically increase the sentence for a defendant who pleads not guilty. Hope this is actually clear and straight to the point. So he's saying in essence that Simon will serve only 6 years if he's found guilty or if he's sentenced by the courts of law and nothing more. And interestingly, tomorrow being the 6th of June of 2025, some officers from the NBI has prepared a series of documents, about 4 piles of documents that will be unleashed or used against Simon in the court of law. Tomorrow's court hearing is going to be one of the biggest and one of the most strangest that we ever see or heard before. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, do well to subscribe and turn on post notifications, because by tomorrow 8 p.m. we'll be dropping every single detail that happened in the Pajahami District Court. Anyways, moving on swiftly, just in case you missed our video yesterday, Mr. Simon in the court of law fought with a police officer. Yes, Mr. Simon got really angry and unleashed his emotions on a police officer, and it wasn't funny in any way, shape or form. Just in case you've missed that video, just in case you haven't seen that video, we have that particular video coverage showing right now on your screen. So click on this video to watch and understand. Click on this particular video and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for watching.